What up, y'all? I'm back with another review, and I know I'm late on this review. I'm actually late on a few things, but I will get everything out to you guys to let you know before the review starts. I will get the top 10 hip hop slash R&B albums of 2017 out, the best of the fourth quarter, second half of the year. Actually, I might not even do that this year. Last year I probably was doing too much. And I probably won't be doing the best of December because I don't think not too much really dropped in December that was essential to me, except what was about to be reviewed now. But yeah, all those videos that come at the end of the year and that I usually do at the end of a month or quarter of the year, half and end of the year, everything that I do, they will be coming. And let's go ahead and get right to this review. Now the quality may look better because I'm recording with something new, but as far as the sound, probably not. Probably not. But let's go ahead and get right into this. BrockHampton, Saturation 3. My goodness, man. BrockHampton, what can I say? Like, the first album came out, Saturation, and I was like, okay, I like this. It's hardcore. Reminds me a bit of Odd Future, but I have to say, what a lot of people have been saying about BrockHampton, they click better as a collective than, well, as a boy band, they click better than Odd Future did for me. Now, will their solo artists break out and have their own career, very successful careers like Tyler, Earl, Frank Ocean, guys like Domo Genesis, even Casey Veggies. Now I don't know if he was part of the group, but Haji. So like, will that happen? Maybe. They're not breaking up. Like people thought this was gonna be the last album. They kind of like just misled, I guess you could say, on that, because the fourth album will be coming in 2018. Actually, I've even forgotten what it's supposed to be called, actually. But yeah, Saturation 3. From the first, I knew I liked them. I think my favorite song off there was Tupac. Um, Second one, man, I'll say this. I'm going to go ahead and let you know I like this album better than the first and the second. But as far as what songs still hold my favorites, it's Saturation 2 with tracks like Jesus, Gamba, shoot, Summer, uh, Swamp. Yeah, tracks like that. I mean, yeah, Saturation 2 holds some of my favorite tracks still, like my most favorite tracks from the boy band. But as far as a album as a whole, as the whole body of work, Saturation 3 has got it for me. The first track, which was the first, I'm not sure if it was the only single, but Boogie. So much going on here, like booming bass, up tempo drums, freaking sirens and trumpets. Well, yeah, trumpets I believe are going off, and freaking it's just so much going on. You can't help but get hyped to this, especially fucking Joe. But his verse had me like the way he did that thing with his voice, like breaknecks and the chiropractor. Come on down, you know I got you. I mean, Joba has really, he's really separated, not even separated himself, but shown that he has his own artistry about him. Like on Swamp, that last verse, people were going off about Joba's verse, and on this, I'm like, yeah, Joba, he's one of them. He's one of the guys now. Like, well, for me, because when I came in, it was like only guys I really knew were Kevin, of course, um, Amir, Merlin, shoot, freaking, of course, Matt, Robert, um, Dom McClennan, and yeah, now Joe was in that mix. Like freaking Joe was good for you. I actually took the Brockhampton "Which member are you" quiz, and Joe was my guy. So I was like, okay, I thought I was gonna be Kevin, but all right. Track number two, Zipper. Um, auto tune shit at times, but um, some real FX going on here. Like sort of, it's like a sort of wonky space vibe, like kind of techno geek shit. Like it's real abstract hip hop music. I really fuck with that. Johnny, the next track, track number 3. Very wavy, lavish jazz type of vibe here. It's just the guys talking about themselves, their flaws, um, their ambitions from their younger days, overcoming depression and mood swings and things like that. I really like this track. Track number 4. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Boogie's definitely one of my favorite tracks on this album. There's not a track on this album that I don't like. Like the first two, there's not a track on here that I don't like. First two albums, but at the same time, just this, I like the song. Even the songs here that I don't like, I like them more. They're more memorable than what I heard off of at least the first one and the second one for some of them. Track number 4, Liquid. Um, Man, one of the guys was like, "Yo, getting cash in Cali didn't solve all my problems the way I thought it would. Like, I'm already fucking bored out here. Like, what I really need is some friends." And it's a darker beat and vibe for the album, but just it's not that dark of a song. But for the album, it's darker. Track number 5, so number 1, very peaceful soundscape here. Like, I don't speak Spanish so well, so I didn't really get all of what Roberta was saying. And that happens 2 other times on here. Track number 6, Stupid. What can I say? Just not even complaining, but just acknowledging stupid shit and stupid judgments being said by stupid people who think that the boy band is stupid. And I got that from Kev mainly, just saying, having that kind of attitude towards it. Oh, I actually wrote some notes. Actually, Saturation 1. Some of my favorite tracks on there were Tupac, Gold, Star, Heat, Swim, Face, Cash, and Milk. I think Gummy was on Saturation 2, and that seems to be everyone's like favorite song of the freaking year. Like, but I thought it was cool. But yeah, those are some of my tracks from Saturation 1 because I knew I knew there was more other than Tupac that I really like off that album. Track number 7, Bleach. More wavy vibes here. Track number 8, Alaska. I love the type of like, I don't want to say buzzy, but like just the whole zzz and the whole. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, like a buzzy type of beat, and then the beat switch is more mellow, but still has a bit of a. It's ringing in your ear. Track number 9, Hottie. Very fun vibes here. That's what I'll say about this track. Track number 10, Cinema. Cinema 2. Again, I'm just not the best with Spanish. Honestly, I'm better with freaking Japanese, Italian, and French than I am with Spanish. But it's another nice soundscape, and it's fucking Roberto. Track number 11, Sister/Nation. Man, really talking here about one of the guys talking about like, was it Joba? Was it Joba talking about like insanity, being bipolar, and like how drugs and therapy did not calm down the voices that he heard in his head? Like, why do I want to say that was Joba? Just a different voice. The beat is like a techno dance beat, not really EDM, but the transition into Nation was like, wow. And just this might have been Amir talking to here about like just realizing that he was different and just wondering what life would be like without differences. And I'll take Nation over Sister. Like out of the two, Sister/Nation, I'll take Nation. Check number 12, Rental. Man, this really playing to that down there in Houston vibe, like a rental, just riding, rolling in my rental, just, you know, there was a rambling at the end of this track that I've heard somewhere before. Like, I was like, I've heard that rambling in a hip hop song before recently too. I need to listen to that song again and just remember where I've heard that from. But like, yeah, Rental is really sticking to, because people see them as a West Coast collective, well, boy band, which I guess they are if they're based out of there, but at the same time they are from Texas, and just having a track like this really they're really sticking to their roots, where they come from with a track like this. And you know, I'm all about the down south, especially in Texas shit. Houston hip hop, it's, my goodness. One of the guys from Yellowstone, it might have been Amir, maybe might be from Yellowstone, but yeah, Track number 13, Stains. Fuck. Fuck. Man, I love this track. I think this is Amir here on the first verse. Just him talking about, learning to be independent after getting out of high school. Uh, Trying to see this girl, and catching a flight back just to keep his job and everything. And then as the verse comes on, somebody is in the back being a complainer about BrockHampton, just like saying, y'all better not put this shit on. Like, what the fuck is this? One dude gay, one trying to be like Lil Wayne, one dealing drugs, man. Don't put this shit on when you come in the whip because it's going right the fuck off. I was like, oh, no, no. And I've actually seen that type of talk from people on Twitter, not people that I follow. Just when I searched Saturation 3, I saw some people trashing this album, trashing BrockHampton. I was like, oh, what? Oh. But yeah, big shoes for Amir to fill from what it seems. Wait, no. I think that was Dom. If that was Dom on the second verse, I'm not sure. I haven't really learned that might be Dom. I'm pretty sure that's Dom on the second verse. But check number 14, Cinema 3. Very, very beautiful soundscape again. And as you know, I'm not the best with the Spanish, in case I didn't tell you that in the second and first cinema. And last track on here, Team. It reminds me of Jesus and Summer off of Saturation 2. And to get to hear that 25 Lighters reference on here, I'm like, yes, play to your freaking roots. For those of you who don't know, I'm sure a lot of you do, but just for those who might not know, when Kendrick said 25 Lighters on my dress, said yes, sir, that was not him. That was not an original lyric by him. That comes from Fat Pat, Lil Kiki, and DJ DMD down in Houston, Texas. That's where that came from. So, no, he did not steal that from Kendrick. Because if you want to call that stealing, then that means that Kendrick stole it from Kiki, DMD, and Fat Pat, God rest his soul. But it's not what happened. It's not what happened. And 3 different freaking beats and vibes on this. Like, that's what separates it from a track like Summer and Jesus, and just the last tracks on Saturation 1 and 2. But I fucking love this album. I love this album. I'm gonna have to get this on vinyl. Like, this is fucking ridiculous. What they did in 2017. Like, I just saw that they dropped Saturation 1, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna check this out. And then I saw other people checking it out and reviewing it. I was like, damn. I like Saturation 1 and Saturation 2. I take away like 4 or 5 tracks off of it and enjoyed the album like I did the first one. But this, they ruled 2017 for me in hip hop without question. Like, I mean, it's not to say that there aren't a few albums that I loved this year that I think might be better and enjoy more than this. It's not to say that, but they dropped 3 fucking albums, man. Like, they just took over in 2017, and I'm looking forward to what they do in 2018. Like, I don't know if I'll be getting mad if they keep dropping as consistently as they do, if they get better with each album. So, and if they do take a while to do an album, like they don't even drop in 2018, they release it like in 2019, a year and a half, 2 years from now. If it's even better, then hell, it'll be worth the wait. So yeah, man, like, shout out to the whole boy band, man. I'm gonna have to give this an 8.5 out of 10 because like I said, I love this album. Like, they got better with each one for me. Some people prefer Saturation 1, some prefer 2, some prefer 3. I prefer 3. Some prefer the what was it? All American Trash? Was that the mixtape before? I believe it was. And I need to listen to that, and I need to listen to American Boyfriend, Kevin's project. And it's just this is great to see because freaking, boy bands, collective, groups, man, whatever you want to call them. Of course, duo is 2, but groups, collective, band, whatever, they're fucking back in hip hop, man. You got BrockHampton, you got Injury Reserve, you got, of course, you have cliques and collectives like Pro Era, Raider Clan, Odd Future was a thing, and then you have your duos and groups like Underachievers and Flatbush Zombies. I miss Overdose. They dropped 2008, which was a very essential album for me. If you ask me in the last part of the 2017, I feel like I missed someone. Injury Reserve, BrockHampton, Overdose. I'm leaving one out. I really am leaving one out right now, I feel like. But freaking groups are back. I even tweeted about this. I might have said it in the previous video. Like groups, duos, collectives, bands, like they're fucking back. And Brockhampton is fucking leading it right now. And I'm very hyped for this. Because now we can say this is what our golden era sounds like. Because we're in a golden era right now in hip hop with guys like Brockhampton, Odyssey, Kendrick, freaking Mike Eagle, the whole freaking Mellow Music Group label. Like, this is a golden era in hip hop. This is a golden age, and I'm glad that we can say we have Brockhampton. Like they had freaking Tribe Called Quest, Wu-Tang, and all that in the '90s. Well, which I love them as well. Freaking Brockhampton made my whole fucking 2017 with these albums. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Be sure to hit the like button if you like this review. Share the video if you like the review. Subscribe if you're new. Get me on Twitter, Facebook. Well, check the description and get all my social medias and everything. And that's pretty much it. Listen to this album if you haven't. Buy this album if you can. Just support the group or the band. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. I'm going to try to get caught up. Not all today, but at least hopefully this week. And I'll see y'all next time. Thank you for watching.